Whoa, yeah, I don't really have a script or any planning for this, but you know what? Instead of bitching and whining about how terrible the Payday 2 updates have been, and hell, even the Payday 3 updates that have been depressing as all living hell, I wanted to step back into the past and find an update that was, rather enjoyable. And the biggest one that comes to everybody's mind is the ones without the damage fall off for weapons. So the update for that was 204. There was some other updates to like changes and nerfs to some weapons, specifically the Grom, and apparently update 201 was some Christmas stuff, and I don't think everybody needs to be hearing that all the time. So update 200, this is what I decided to do. Down patch to that version, and yeah, things have been kind of awesome. Weapons are in a much better balanced state. The game functionality is a lot more stable, as I haven't even crashed playing this update. Well, because I've been playing myself with bots, testing everything and doing mod work, as well as enjoying, the previous updates that Payday 2 had at the time, which, before everything went too crazy or, into the heavy overpowered DLC this, crazy map of that, or all the dumb changes, with the Epic Games crossover, and of course the 240.3, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, been enjoying this. So I recommend anybody else who is interested to be following this guide. This is the one that I use that was done by Salem. Hell, even Carrot recommended this to me, and seems pretty straightforward, easy to do, and didn't have too much problems with it. The only caveat is, well, a couple things, honestly. The big one is space. You will need another copy of Payday 2 on your hard drive, so, you can flip-flop the versions back and forth, if they ever decide to fix the update. The second is mods. Now, since it's an earlier version, you're going to have to get an older version of the, BLT, Super BLT, however you want to call it. Basically, the WSOC32 DLL file. Anyways, I do have one here, as well as other functioning mods, such as, the ones I've been previously using. Basically, the big ones as Void UI and Vanilla HUD Plus. Those previous updates, I will be leaving a copy of all of that, plus the configuration, so the saves folder for the mod configuration options. Yeah, I'll leave a copy of that in the description below. So if anyone needs not only the WSOC32 file, any mods that can, because of HUD trackers that people are so used to, or health bars for your player or enemies, that kind of thing, which I'm totally cool with. Whatever mods you guys want, that's going to be up to your discretion. So I recommend using the Wayback Machine, the Internet Archive. So if you can find a mod, you might be able to go back into the past and maybe grab something that's older, functional, you name it. The other caveat, I may say, is, yeah, sometimes you will need to unfollow and refollow the Steam group for community items. There is a mod for it, so I'll be quickly testing that soon and seeing if that works. Other than that, the down patch guide seems to be pretty rock solid. You will need a lot of space and a bit of time, because in order to get the older updates of Payday 2, you need to use, I guess Steam has this funny little console option. You enter the manifest that was a previous release of Payday 2. You basically download that. Now, my ultimate plan was to kind of give the whole package and maybe let you guys download it, but that would kind of go against the copyright piracy legality. I don't want to touch that. So here's the manifest number. This is update 200. And if you can, wait it took about an hour, basically like a Steam download, downloading another version copy game of Payday 2. Yeah, this manifest was update 200. Now, if other people have other suggestions, maybe, pre-1 down times or even earlier than that, maybe I might be interested in the future. Future, past, back to the... this is getting weird. Anyways, but before you do all that, if anybody still wants to go down this route, yeah, the hard drive space, the patience to find older mods, there's two things you will need to do. The big one is to back up your main and current saves, assuming you still care for the latest updates. I do, kinda. So go into your local app data, Payday 2, grab that save. Just put it in your My Documents or somewhere, or throw it on Google Drive. I don't really care. Steam Apps has another, you know, the user data folder location for your saves. That's basically the same thing. You can copy that one too. It doesn't really matter, but yeah. And once you're done backing all that up, you got to go into your Steam client, prevent Steam from automatically updating the game. So you do this by creating a folder that's read-only. So Payday 2 doesn't update inside, you know, your Steam installation folder. So that prevents the game from updating, and of course Steam Cloud saves, you disable that so your saves don't get, you know, overwritten or changed or that kind of thing. And yeah, speaking about saves, as for my save file, I did do some grinding, but I kinda didn't have a lot of time, and I guess you guys are probably gonna be in the same boat too. So since it's an earlier version and not like I care, and since, you know, Epic Games Update 237 broke everybody's game save to the corruption, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I recommend using some sort of trainer. You guys probably heard the cheaty mods such as Ultimate Trainer or P3D Hack. I'll leave that to your discretion to use those responsibly. I can assist on my Twitch or Discord if you guys are interested in how to do that, but it's pretty simple. I mean, everybody knows how to do mods at this point, right? So anyways, just those simple steps. The guide basically covers all of that. And I have the rest of the files, like I said, as for the mods here. And yeah, I've been enjoying the update 200, even getting my ass kicked with, you know, bots that hardly do any damage. But at least it's still fun to play with, you know, proper balanced weapons, you know, shotguns in their prime when they were actually functional and fun. Well, functional is everyone different definition for everybody, but hey, pistols, LMGs, and, you know, rifles that weren't absurdly buffed after, you know, damage rain fall off, and basically the good stuff that Payday 2 had before that entire beta that nobody really wanted to get pushed alive, but Overkill did it anyways. So, enough rambling. If you're interested in doing this, this should work with other people with the same manifest, same installation, and going from there. So yeah, once you have downloaded that fancy manifest, you know, that takes 1 to 2 hours, you take your second copy of Payday 2 and you just drag all those files into that folder installation location. You don't delete and replace, you basically just drag and drop. Otherwise, it's gonna run into issues. And surprisingly enough, it still asks you to run Payday 2 under, you know, the normal CPU or newer CPU version from update 240.3, whatever. But yeah, you will see the Infamy 3.0 at the bottom, and Bullock's Mansion was the latest heist, and they still have the easier enemy units as they are still the heavy SWAT units, not the Federalist Police, but whatever. But hey, you guys can unlock this stuff how you guys want. Like I said, I do recommend using a trainer. I know some person's going to be in the comments going, well, honestly, again, cheating is, again, fine if it's done privately and not bothering other people's games, or, you know, live, or, you know, done responsibly. So if you guys are capable of doing that, I'm sure everything will just be fine. Because nobody wants to go through the slogging process of, you know, 100 hours of getting all the infamies, or, you know, all the Continental coins offshore cache, and all the modded stuff you need for your guns. And hey, once you got everything working, you see this little mod icon button that it wants to update Super BLT? Do not touch that. That will update the WSOC file, and you probably won't be able to play the game again. It will lock you out. So if you accidentally do that, just come on back, grab the folder that I provided, and there's the BLT thingy. Anyways, I'm done rambling. I recommend you guys give this a try. And yeah, if you guys want to see more of this, or hell, even further down patch stuff, let me know. And until then, I'll see you next time.